You got a video coming out. Talk about that. The first song, 1944, I believe you have a video coming out for, and talk a little bit about the making of that video and when that comes out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 1944, as you know, is the album opener.
Yeah.
It's the lead-in track to the Night Strike album, and we were, it was always a video we wanted to address. Our goal was always we were going to do one video per song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, one of the ones that we were always going to do, and we had actually done some months prior. But even when it was set to private where no one could see it, and we had it, uploaded on YouTube, we would get strikes. We would get strikes for the video because we used, those that know what the song about, it's a historical fiction song.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on World War II. And it's one of those, it's like, everybody's had, or maybe read those books or seen those movies that posit these what if questions, like what if Japan hadn't attacked Pearl Harbor and the U.S. hadn't formally joined World War II? What would have happened, or what would have happened if the killer John Wilkes Booth had missed Lincoln or not killed him? These are pivotal points in history that had one thing changed, we'd be living in a different world. What if the assassin's bullet had missed John F. Kennedy?
Yeah.
Why were they trying to stop him? These things would have come out, and it would have altered world history as we know it. Well, in 1944, we put forth the question, what if certain events had played out differently? And, what would have been the end result? And we play it out. And in the video, because it is a World War II song, we wanted to use World War II imagery. So our initial cuts of the video had, full, you had German soldiers and tanks and, panzers and, swastikas and all that stuff in there to show the German side of the equation. Just as we had, the Japanese rising sun and the symbol, the USA, with the star and the stars and stripes, all these, we had all that symbology in there.
Yeah.
And, the sides fighting each other. And without even releasing it to the public, the YouTube algorithm would just blast it every time. I guess they would see the swastikas,
right,
or they'd see Hitler or whatever it was, and they didn't like it, and they would just immediately give it a strike. So we take the video out, re-edit, pull out everything that we thought was controversial or was setting off the YouTube, firewalls or algorithms.
Yeah.
And we'd still get strikes. So in the end, we had to make the thing almost, it's, the video that you're going to see is a far cry from what on the 20th when it's released. It's a far cry from what we had there originally.
Right.
It's almost like the English food version of what had originally been there. You've got it's this bland, unsalted, unspiced thing that, yes, you'll get the music and the song and everything. That'll come across just fine. You'll see the band playing, but all the garnishes that we had originally put into the video are gone because YouTube is so pussified that they won't allow this historical fiction on its site.
Right.
And keep in mind, the opening salvo, the first thing you see, the opening scene on the video, is a disclaimer saying, that the following work is a work of historical fiction. Aska doesn't, support or condone, racial, religious, or political violence of any kind. We're not.
Yeah.
This is not advocating or pushing for any such thing. This is just simply a work of historical fiction, as we've seen in many books, television series, movies. We're not the first to come up with this storyline,
Right.
or the situation.
Right.
But certainly they don't want anybody pushing forth any kind of agenda or any type of story that might offend somebody. It's just ridiculous in the extreme.
Well, yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah, go back through history and comedians offend. Music, I mean, just our very genre of music at one point was considered completely blasphemous, heretical, and offensive.
Yeah.
So, let alone delving into some of the themes that the music deals with, or portrays to their audiences. So, I mean, at one point, Elvis was offensive, right? What are you going to do? Ban Elvis?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, people. Yeah, it's interesting you say that. They only filmed him from the waist up on TV. Yeah, because the way he danced.
When you look back on it, right, it's ludicrous, and how the goalposts change, how they move. But here's for me, the joke of it, right? You get a woman like Lizzo, morbidly obese, grossly overweight, singing about her wet ass pussy.
That wasn't her. That wasn't her that did that.
Oh, that was her. Okay, who was that? Who was that artist?
I don't remember. I think Cardi B. That was the name of the one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. By the way, Lizzo lost a ton of weight.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't, man. A plus size woman, a skinny woman, makes no difference to me. I think women as a gender and as a whole are beautiful creatures. Right?
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
It doesn't matter to me. But what does matter to me is that these grossly offensive, quote, women singing about the lubrication status of their vaginas. This thing infiltrates, mass culture and mass media, and it's everywhere, and it tops out the charts, right?
No, I gotcha. No, I get it.
Yeah, and then, but here we are trying to sing something, something that someone could learn from. It's based in history, it's a fiction. It's almost a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to have any of that. We won't have any of that. You sing about all the wet pussies you want. Sing about hard dicks. Sing about whatever. But don't you dare sing about historical events and what could, don't bring up these cautionary tales where this could happen. Don't let history repeat itself.
Right.
Because one step away from everything being topsy-turvy, the world being upside down.
Yeah.
No, they don't want. I mean, I swear the powers that be, the people that are running these mass media platforms, the tech giants are pathetic in the extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't hide it. I won't mince words about it. I think it's pathetic. I think the people running those platforms are just simpish in the extreme. It's almost laughable, the things that they do allow versus the things they don't. Ice-T singing about cop killers, right? Yeah, mm-hmm. Cop killer. It was a controversy, but they allowed it. Nobody hit it, But heaven forbid you sing about one of the taboo subjects. Don't sing about Hitler. Don't show swastika.
Hey, everybody. Tony here from the Metal Command podcast. Again, I appreciate your support. Since 1998, I have hosted this show in one form or another, starting off in radio and now in the podcast format. Again, thanks for watching. And if you like what you see and hear on this show, by all means, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified anytime I do post a video. And if you see this program on any other form of social media, please give me a follow there. Again, I always appreciate your support.